affairs has a lot of challenges. I rather feel that the many things will have to be done, and not that my predecessors have not applied their mind. Many things have been done. Particularly, this ministry is the one ministry which has been computerized, or the e-governance has found a dominant place in this ministry. I have an immediate challenge of bringing out a new companies bill. In fact, the old bill is as good as 50 years old. That has totally outlived the purpose. Particularly after the launch of the liberalization policy by our present Prime Minister, who was then the finance minister of this country, we changed the entire the global scenario of India's identity as a reformer and identity as a great economic power. That's how it has taken forward. As he has already announced this liberalization policy, now you will have to need to work out, or chisel out the various micro fiscal reforms. Maybe the corporate governance or the corporate world is one such the region where the micro level handling of the fiscal reform is a must. This has a great future for the country. In fact, the corporate world is booming. In fact, they are now the undertaking world journey, going many places, countries, and our corporate world is growing in a big way, vibrant way.
Kab tak aayega sir companies bill?
Cabinet takes up this matter within a week or two. Maybe that it will definitely take another 20 days. And if this bill is ready, even at the end of this monsoon session, if not, I will see that it is passed by the next winter session. It will not be delayed from that.
So, इसके क्या features हैं, क्या main features हैं, और आपने इसमें क्या additions किए हैं अपने experience से अपने?
I don't want to spell out the details of the additions or deletions. I have done it, but ultimately I have seen to that there should not be any obstacle, hurdles in the vibrant growth of the corporate bodies. Rather the government should be a facilitator. It's not some sort of a regulator to regulate the every inch of corporate development. That is not there at all. We need to resurrect the confidence level of the corporate bodies, because that is little. There is some crisis because of various reasons in the country. There is some fear factor which is working, and they feel that sometimes we have a lot of obstacles on that way. There are a lot of systems which is coming on the way, and that need to be done. I think we are making the corporate affairs ministry in such a way that agencies are professionalized. In fact, we work out regular systems. But I also found many a time, unnecessary, frivolous, the prosecutions are filed, and that will create a fear factor. I think I am going to revisit all those pending prosecutions, and even if there is the good case, we pursue it. But that doesn't mean you should delay it. Delay is the real thing, which is a slow poison to any corporate world. I would like to see that the delay is curbed. Decision, they should walk out with the freedom. Immediately their case is disposed. I would like to see that there will not be any delay in future. I will work out programs and the roadmap for every segment of the activities of the corporate affairs ministry, so that people feel comfortable with this department. Even if they are punished, they are punished early. And if they have to be rewarded, they are rewarded early. There will not be more than 5-10 years, tortures.
Concrete इसमें proposals हैं, कुछ आप करने वाले, कुछ किस तरह के होंगे?
It will provide that kind of a e-governance process by which the things are expedited. There are e-governance processes where every agency of the corporate affairs ministry is professionalized. There are there are areas and areas, where many a time, the things are not clear. There is a lot of ambiguity. We are making everything, there will be certainty of regulation, there will be certainty of the punishment, there will be certainty of the processes which need to be injected into the ministry.
और सत्यम तरह के frauds दोबारा ना हो, इसके लिए ministry कुछ कर रही है, क्या कर रही है?
Yeah. Now there are two aspects. There will be forewarning. We need to, I think the prevention is the best cure, and we need to. That is why the system should be such that where, and it should be autopilot, where the fault lines are definitely identified at the earliest moment, so that such frauds will not take place. That is, I am very particular on that.
कितनी कंपनीज का नाम आया है, because ये जो है आपके प्रेडिसेसर उनके समय से चला आ रहा है, ये जो वार्निंग सिस्टम है, इसमें
No, there should be a warning system, and there are a lot of vanishing companies, there are a lot of late companies, who harm the small investors, the small stockholders. We would like to see that the interest of the small holders and small depositors always preserved.
तो यहाँ एक क्वेश्चन करना चाहूंगी, जहाँ स्मॉल इन्वेस्टर्स की बात है, इन्वेस्टर्स की बात आई, एक ऑनलाइन सर्वे कंपनियां जो है काफी फ्रॉड केसेस उनके सामने आ रहे हैं. स्पीक एशिया की बात करें तो उसने अबाउट 12 लाख इन्वेस्टर्स के साथ धोखाधड़ी की है, उनको ड्यूप किया है, 13,000 करोड़ रुपीस जो है का फाइनेंशियल फ्रॉड किया है. तो ऐसी कंपनियां, एक ही कंपनी ने ऐसे मल्टी लेवल मार्केटिंग कई कंपनियां जो है उनके मामले सामने आए हैं. आपकी मिनिस्ट्री क्या कर रही है इस बारे में?
No, we would like to see definitely such companies have no place in this country. I would like to ensure that we detect that fraud not after they commit fraud and they cause a lot of harm to the depositors or the stockholders. We don't want to allow that kind of a thing. I know if the systems are worked out in such a way, they are chiseled out in such a way so that these big or small frauds do not happen. They do not play into the lives of the small holders or the small stockholders or the small depositors.
अगर हम सर स्पेसिफिकली बात करें स्पीक एशिया की, तो इनिशियल प्रोब में सामने आया है कि जो कंपनी है वो कंपनीज एक्ट के तहत रजिस्टर्ड नहीं थी, जबकि फॉरेन कंपनीज को भी इंडिया में काम करने के लिए, इंडिया में बिजनेस करने के लिए एक लीगली उनको रजिस्टर होना चाहिए, होना पड़ता है, उनको एक लीगल फ्रेमवर्क के तहत काम करना होता है. व्हाट वेंट रॉन्ग इन दैट?
But I don't want to give the more details about it. It is still under investigation. But we will, any such, such companies who err, and definitely, I don't think anybody can work beyond the network of the ROC or beyond the network of the Company Affairs Ministry. And in fact, I think this is what the networking will have to be done, and we'll ensure that that is properly worked out. So I've asked for a report, and let the report come, and then only I will be in a position to speak about it.
सर, एक आपने क्लोज प्रोब इसमें ऑर्डर की थी, उसकी फाइंडिंग्स कुछ आई है सामने की?
Not yet. I am yet to get the report.
Okay. सर, क्या ये कंपनियां किसी लीगल किस लूप होल का फायदा उठा रही है, और कैसे इन लूप होल्स को भरा जाए?
No, that is what the Companies Act particularly will address many of those things, which refers to the directors, which refers to the chartered accountants or the auditors, that refers to many of those processes. We are directly addressing it so that the accountability, no one can escape from the network of the network of the accountability process which needs to be done. They are accountable to the depositor, they are accountable to the country.
बस आपने कहा इंडिपेंडेंट डायरेक्टर्स, लेकिन ऐसी कंपनियां जो रजिस्टर्ड ही नहीं है कंपनीज एक्ट के तहत और फिर भी अपना बिजनेस कर रही है, उनके खिलाफ क्या प्रोविजंस है, क्या करने वाले हैं?
No, that we are providing now, even in the present Companies Act, and we would also like to see that the certain strategies worked out so that those who are not registered, they will ensure that they either go for a registration or they do not do business in India without registration.
सर, इसमें थोड़ा सा और एक्सप्लेन कर सकते हैं सर, किस तरीके का ये स्ट्रॉन्ग पिनल एक्शन होगा, किस तरीके से पहले से रोकेंगे या बाद में रोका जाएगा अगर सामने आता है?
No, one need to work to ensure that such companies do not operate without registration in this country. That's a prevention process. Then even if they step forward and do certain things, we would like to provide such a very strong instrument. They they find it difficult to make business here.
तो इनको बैन करने का प्रोविजन रखा जाएगा?
I don't want to spell out because we are working on those.
सर जब तक ये लीगल फ्रेमवर्क तैयार नहीं होता तब तक ये कंपनियां क्या ऑपरेट करती रहेंगी या इनको स्टॉप किया जाएगा?
No. We can definitely. We have enough laws to prevent it from operating.
सर कंज्यूमर अफेयर्स मिनिस्ट्री अभी लीगल फ्रेमवर्क तैयार कर रही है इनको रेगुलेट करने का इस तरह की कंपनियों को, उसमें आपकी मिनिस्ट्री का भी कोई रोल है?
We have a duty because after all in the company affairs, in the corporate affairs ministry also, we have certain processes. We have the serious fraud office also. That agency which will definitely look into this, it is authorized to take action.
सर क्या ये प्रोब आप SFIO को रेफर करेंगे given the fact that इसमें lacks of investors?
We are making investigation and preliminary investigation is, I think, is already over. Then definitely SFIO can get into action in this also.
Yes,
sir. No problem.
So कब तक इसमें report सामने आएगी?
No, I'm getting the report within a day or two. Unless the full report is with me, I will not be in a position to take the appropriate, very concrete action on this.
सर जब आप लॉ मिनिस्टर थे तो आपने कंपनीज के लिए अफर्मेटिव एक्शन की बात की थी. अब आप कॉर्पोरेट अफेयर्स मिनिस्टर, आप एक्चुअली इसको लागू कर सकते हैं, लागू करने की पोजीशन में, तो क्या आप इसको लागू करेंगे?
Under the corporate social responsibility, we are definitely fine tuning that aspect in our bill also. There will be a provision, and apart from that, we are issuing many revised guidelines to ensure that to have a inclusive society. Maybe affirmative action, even though we may not make it mandatory, but at the same time that may be part of the general guidelines, which will be issued under the corporate social responsibility.
कब तक ये इस पे साफ होगा क्या पिक्चर? Because जो companies है वो
maybe that within 10 days, I will come out with the appropriate revised guidelines on corporate social responsibility. That will send out a very strong message to ensure that corporates they get into the community development and also the development which we have about as many as 300 most backward districts where the investment will not go, and the corporate bodies need not think that what they do is the charity job. In fact, this will be a segment of a social business. They will be doing it so that they make all these three most backward districts as the investment friendly districts. This will benefit the industry, this will benefit the society, this will benefit the country.
लेकिन सर कॉर्पोरेट्स का मानना है कि ऑलरेडी जैसे आपने मेंशन किया कि वो ऑलरेडी इस काम में इन्वॉल्व हैं, बहुत सारी कंपनी ऑलरेडी वॉलंटरी CSR कर रही हैं. ये वॉलंटरी ही रहना चाहिए, मैंडेटरी नहीं होना चाहिए. आपका क्या ओपिनियन है सर इस पर?
No, that already there have been number of sessions with the industries, and there is also a proposal came out that 2% mandatory CSR should be introduced. That alone is not the criteria. There are many other things which can be built into the CSR process, and which will be acceptable for the corporate bodies. We will make those programs in such a way they also feel that what American big corporate bodies say, affirmative business is a good business. I would like to see that social business is also a good business for the corporate affairs.